on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Break. You gonna get this ball? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna?
Off the bootleg. Monroe. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Monroe. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Monroe. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Here's Murray from midfield. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Now the pressure gets to him again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Ready up. 43 is the mic. No game on this defense. No game.
Throwing on 1st down. Monroe. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Monroe. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on 3rd down. Monroe. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Monroe. That's caught by Meredith, right side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Ready? 60 yards. On
1st down, Monroe. And And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in. Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
This is taken at the 3. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. To throw on 2nd down. Monroe. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hit it.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Monroe. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Room past the 20 as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Let's go, baby.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it.
Johnson on, it's poke free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On 1st and goal, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Oh, he sheds himself free. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
On second down now, it's Johnson, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Murray. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Just just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Monroe. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, Monroe. And this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football. At their own 47-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Monroe. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, Monroe. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Come on, set. And 2 stop.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the Cardinals.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where Coach
David Johnson on his way. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
On 4th down, Monroe. And he finds Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back to throw. Monroe. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
The mic.
Throwing again. Monroe. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Looking to throw. Monroe. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Back to throw. Monroe. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. Monroe looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Back to throw. Monroe to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Looking to throw. Monroe. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. They run. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
On first down, Johnson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3, and we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Saints' 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 31. Check 31.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On third down, Johnson. And some room to maneuver. The 20, David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit